We are back again with some more shiny hunting. I have my coffee now. I feel great. Do you want me to show you how to catch Pokemon? We're gonna jump straight into more legendary hunting. As you can see by the stream title, or if you're watching this on YouTube by the video title, we're gonna be shiny hunting Cobalion. I've heard a few different variations on the pronunciation. We're gonna try our best. I think it's Cobalion, with an emphasis on the Cobalion. Let's just jump straight into it. We got our counter. Got chat down there. Let's wait. What am I doing? We do the daily games. We got some games to play, people. Holy. Let's do this. All right, there we go. We got some music going too. Still on a bit of the synthwave kick, so we'll keep listening to that. All right. I did turn it down. Okay. So, what am I doing? Need Scramble. All right. Jumping into the daily. This music isn't playing. It's also not something I want to listen to. This is an odd vibe. Hold up. We can work it out. Alright, that's going. Alright, we have this is the voting one. This is where we vote cob on the tine, sausage, chips and gravy, and a hollowed bread, or currywurst and bread. My wife makes such a good cob loaf, but she'd be horrified at this. It's currywurst and bread. This is one of those tiny little like restaurant bread rolls. We'll go with this cob on the tine. This let's just get this off the screen before Katie comes back. Pepperoni sticks with a Jamaican beef patty. That means it comes through kind of loud for me. We kind of just want like background kind of filling music. Cheesy chips, all these. This is just a pair of sad options. Like, this is 2 slices of like craft cheese on chips, or far out. It's dire. Who's paying £5 for what, 2 Twiggy sticks and it's this? Ah, just barely. That's you don't want to be caught in that. Oh, hang on. My camera is all over the shot. What is going on? What on earth is happening? Nope. Was this happening last night? Oh. Oh. What is going on? What have I done? Alright, we may need to... How did I not notice that? What is going on? Because this is fine. But this somehow, and if we go to here, this is fine. This is fine. But this one's not. That's right. We'll stick with this. So we got sausage and bread, or pepperoni pizza. This sausage and bread, yeah, it is literally just a sausage and bread. That's what I'm seeing here. This pepperoni pizza looks okay, nice and greasy. Yeah. Chips, peas, and gravy, or sandwich Frankendel special. What makes it special? This just looks like mayonnaise and barbecue sauce. Hi, Josh. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining in. We had a bit of tech issues, but we have solved it for the most part. Chips, peas, and gray. I'm tempted to go to this one. Oh, really? Okay. Burger and amusing bun, or slice of Victoria sponge. Very amusing. It is shaped like a football. Yeah, sure. We'll get that one. Yeah. Rice-filled roast pork with crackling, or sausage, chips, and curry sauce in a hollowed cob. The second cob tonight. The first cob looked like a bit of a crime. This doesn't look so bad. This is much the same thing. That one. Rice with roast pork with crackling. I reckon this looks yummy. This looks like well nice. Yeah, let's go for that. Easy money. Hot dog versus burger. This burger is something awful happened to this burger. It's got so much sauce on it. They should share the sauce. This needs sauce. Is it like a tiny bun? What's the go? I'm gonna give it to the burger. Yeah. I don't know if that's a 60% burger. Barbecue nachos or single sausage, but it's in Czech. These barbecue nachos actually look better. They're not the worst looking nachos. I'm gonna use the nachos. Yeah. Cool. Bacon wrapped hot dog with jalapeno. I'm sold. Or sausage and bread from Slovakia. Yeah, I'm gonna go yummy. That sounds good. Cheeseburger or steak and chips. It's got to be the steak and chips. This burger looks kind of sad. Yeah, easy one. Double bacon cheeseburger with pickles or chicken and chips. The chicken chips typically does pretty well. Like a lot of people go for it. This double bacon cheeseburger with pickles. I'd be down for this. I reckon this is more popular. Yeah, they're both pretty good. Cool. Well, let's jump into battle. Try to guess the Pokemon. It's old, not water or flying, and it's smaller. Let's try to split the difference with a Meditite. Is smaller, is fighting a psychic, is Gen 3. So it's Gen 3, smaller than Meditite, isn't psychic or fighting, water or flying. We should probably check one of the starters. Let's go Torchic. Monotype, it is 0.4. It might be another starter. Trico's not that. What is there? I'm just gonna whack in Electrike. Just try to knock one out. Okay. That didn't help. There's so many Pokemon in Gen 3. There's so many it could be. So many small ones. Do I just want to knock out a bunch of types? Aron, Steel and Rock. What else can we do? What's Snorunt? Snorunt's too tall, weirdly. Cast form, too small. Wurmple, too big. Cascoon, too big. Silcoon, too big. Beautiful. That's 2 types. Actually, let's put Dustox. Bug poison. Let's just knock out bug and poison. Okay. Poison monotype. It's small. What is there? Gulpin. Just leaves Gulpin? Yes. Alright, cool. So, let's jump into... Let's see if we can transfer it without having too many tech issues. That worked. Cool. Alright, for some reason my camera... Let's see stuff you can choose. Look, we went over odds for the past 2. I'm thinking, let's try not to do that again. Also, my music stopped. Why did it do that? Alright, that should be coming through now. We went over odds for the past 2 shinies, okay? We're gonna chuck the encounters back up. We're due for an under odds shiny hunt, okay? Like, statistically, probably. Let's jump in. Found the Cobalion Hunt. I did find the Cobalion hole. Yes, yes. So I spent today grinding a little bit, found the Cobalion Hyperspace hole. Oh, hang on, I did that wrong. I got you. I got you what you mean. But yeah, we found the Cobalion Hyperspace hole. I have a level 3 donut. I'm just gonna do the backup just so I can show you the entire process. So we're at a Pokemon Center. We have a Sparkling Power Steel. So confirm we have Sparkling Power Steel. Humongo Power, it's not going to affect the Pokemon. And we just go over here. So, detected by a special scan. Oh, gave myself a jump scare earlier because I set up the wormhole and I set up the donut earlier, like during my lunch break. And then an hour before I went live, I just like jumped on the switch and just to make sure everything was working correctly. So I didn't want to get to this bit and then have something wrong happen. I jumped on, got to this bit right here. Like I spawned in right here, and I was like, did I save at all after catching Virizion? And then I realized, because it's the same spawn area, I had a bit of a freak out. Now we should have a shiny Steelix. Yep. Over there. We may end up catching it. But let's go through and find Cobalion. So I need 2 Tatsugiri form shiny and Rodent forms for my shiny living form decks. Ooh. Tatsugiri is a cool one. There's Riolu and Lucario. We're not going to worry too much about them. We need to line ourselves up with... I looked up a guide for doing this. You need to line yourself up with that Soul Rock on the bridge. And then what happens is Cobalion spawns in right here. So we'll count that. Keep an eye on that for the color, because we're going to be able to see that spawn in. So, you'll line yourself up. We essentially are going to run left and right. We get to about here. It's about the 3rd or 4th rung. And then... Okay, hang on. We may have to test this. We should be able to find out if it's resetting, because it'll do the spawn. It should do the spawn anyway. You may have to be out here a bit further. Okay. Actually, first time shiny. I wish. Okay, we're going to need to... Because I didn't do any testing. We're going to be testing live on stream. Second time with most of them. Once again, it's 1 in 585 odds. We need to work out how far to go to despawn it. Okay, that seemed to work. I'd second time with most of them. I'm not bragging. Nah, brag away. Alright. There's probably a more optimal way of doing this, but we should be able to at least get... Okay. So, the guide I was looking at, if I go down all the way to the edge... So we don't even need to go that far past the brick to Cobalion Sander because of his beard. It's a good name for it. It's a bit. It is a little bit slower, I think, than Verizon. If we can get like a faster respawn path, and I'm all ears, we should be able to get like 15 or so resets. 15 like respawns per reset. Nope, picked up the wrong time. Oh, you got your exam results? Nice. Oh, thank you very much, Lightning NC95 just followed. Thank you very much for joining the channel. Glad to have you. A small loss with 16 out of 20. Great to hear. Excellent. I'm so used to like the walk back being the ticket. No, it's the spawn in that we ticket up. I had that one shiny. Nice. We're trying to get it tonight. You want to trade? No thanks. We're trying to get it on stream. I'm going to enjoy a long summer break. Done class in September. Nice. Yeah, enjoy your break. That's your summer break. I'm not sure if that despawned. Curious. I am gonna reset now. We've got 20. I have college and university have longer. Yep, that checks out. Yeah, I just let off from here. So it's 20. It's 20 per reset. Okay. So it's gonna take a little bit longer than Verizon to get to odds, but maybe with a bit of luck, maybe it won't happen at all. Maybe one of these will be shiny. Who knows? Alright. Definitely saw that spawn in. Okay. Shiny Lucario is, that's a pretty good one. I like Shiny Lucario. I think the problem with this particular run is I end up sort of either tending to go towards the wall or back off. Like, I find it hard to stay just in a straight line, like a perfectly straight line. I'm not using like a turbo controller or anything, I'm just manually doing it. Shiny Espeon's a good one as well. We had someone in the stream last night. They were looking for tips with hunting the Eevee line, and they were like the evolutions. We were talking about what evolution is our favorite. Gotta say, I'm always been a big fan of Jolteon. So shiny Jolteon, I think that looks great. Like, it's one of those green shinies that I love. Espeon as well is another good one. The one you mentioned. Do love Espeon. Very keen for shiny Cobalion. I think it's such a cool color. I do like the dark blue. I've never caught it myself. I'm keen to finally have one. Now there is also a shiny Steelix that has spawned in. That's our guaranteed shiny. I'm not too bothered with that one because I've already got a shiny Steelix. Nope. I'm curious, are we despawning the Lucario and Riolu family over here? We are. There's a very real chance we'll get a shiny Riolu or Lucario through this method. I think we will need to ignore it, unfortunately. Getting too close to the wall. I need to be careful not to get too close, because then it doesn't despawn. But like visually, I get we are just looking at a brick wall. What should I do? Should I put some subway surfers on or something? Some subway surfers on the brick wall? I think if we do 25, I don't want to go too far under 800 calories. Okay. Let's reset. Yep, let's jump in. Yep. So I did make some small changes to the stream as well. So quality-wise, it should be coming through a lot more smoother now. I've also made some changes to how the VODs are recorded. They should now be being recorded in like the best possible like settings, I guess is the best way to say it. Because I've been having some issues with like the VODs themselves being kind of muddy. And that's been affecting, I mean, like, even the stream was, like, a little bit muddy. And so that was affecting things like the clips made. I uploaded some stuff to TikTok as well and YouTube Shorts. They're doing, like, they turned out pretty cool. Getting a little bit of traction on those. That's pretty good. But this is the best place to tune in if you're looking to catch something live. If you want to see something. If you want to see someone respond to a shiny Cobalion in real time. And additionally, after this, after we get Cobalion, we get to move on to the Lardies. Very keen for those. Shiny Latios. Brick Wall Gaming. Oh, nice. Nothing. What was our last reset? It was like 50. I think it was 50 or 45. Yeah, we did 20, then 25. And then 70 will be our next reset. Not bad, not bad. I gotta say, like, there have been a few people coming to chat and asking about, like, trades. And, like, I would love to set up, like, a Discord and have, like a dedicated trade channel. The problem is, I am just one guy. I would need to sort of develop, like a mod community. I guess, like a set of trusted viziers, perhaps. I've just not been doing this very fast. Why am I only at 60? Oh, maybe I haven't been pressing. But we can knock that up. Because we'll just need to reset. Yeah. Because if we set up a Discord, if I set up a Discord, and then had like a dedicated trading spot, we would need to have some way of like making sure people don't get scammed. Like I just worry about like people getting traded like gemmed Pokemon, things like that. Ooh, Alpha. Alpha child. Or like oh, another one would be like a humble brag section. I'd be down for that. I like a place where I can just like share like stream announcements, anything that like if something would play a stream or like when VODs come out. It could just be like a nice place for like even like Australian shiny hunters. I don't know if something actually really exists like that. Okay, playing some Slay the Spire. I've enjoyed some Slay the Spire. A lot of fun. Definitely recommend it if you're into deck builders, roguelikes. I'm not typically into those kind of games, but Slay the Spire is quite a bit of fun. I think if I stay here. It's so hard to stay in a straight line. That one may not have that one may not have despawned. I'm not going to count that. Not sure if you guys can hear. The doggies have a little treat to keep them entertained. Nope. I did see Lisa talking in chat earlier about like alternate forms of like Rotom, and I was thinking about that, like our form decks. 'Cause at the moment, my current shiny dex challenge for myself is 1081, which is all species of Pokemon, plus regional variants. So anything regional. Also, our count is a bit off. We're at 92. We only got 22 encounters that reset. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, like my current challenge is just the Pokemon, mainly Pokemon and regional variants. But I think after I do that, I think I might try and expand my scope to alternate forms, like a form dex. That does, however, mean a couple of weirdos needs to be hunted for a long time, like alchemy. If you've done the alchemy hunt and you have tips for that slog, let me know. I'm keen to do shiny hunt unknown though, like all 26. How many letters are there? How many letters are there? Why have I forgotten that knowledge? Why don't I know? Yeah, shiny hunting unknown. What's another one? Oh, Vivillon? Vivion? I've heard it pronounced a few different ways. Pokemon pronunciation. That is a topic that I can't talk at length about. There are certainly people who could. Like, what's the hardest one to pronounce? Cobalion is tough. There's so many different ways. But yeah, Vivillon. At least that's how I know it. Vivillon. Getting the shinies for those. I've heard there are ways to do it. Like you just you can get them if you set your region in your 3DS and then hunt what is it? Spupa? Scatterbug, that's it. Hunt Scatterbug? Little bugs? Can I quickly do a quick check? Stream's still looking a little ordinary, honestly, on Twitch's end. Hoping it would be a little bit better. That's okay. Try my best. That may not have reset. Take it down. Take it down because I'm angry. I know if I go all the way to the bridge, that's like a guarantee. If I go all the way to there. I shouldn't need to go all the way to the bridge. If you're watching this, say on YouTube or Twitch, let me know how you found this. Did you find it through YouTube? Did you find it through TikTok? I'm posting things on TikTok now. I got YouTube Shorts. The Twitch is my main base of operations. Right, we'll do one more and then we'll have to reset. What did that get to? That got to like 22? Okay. Alright, so if we assume 22 resets per, well, 22 spawns per run. That's alright. We can work with that. Smidge slower than Verizon. Forza Verizon. Anyone been playing Forza Horizon 6? I'm keen to have a go. I'm waiting for it to come out on PS5. Is that what we're up to? PS5? Sorry, I'm a time traveler. Yes, 17 where we're from. What's the thing on? Alright, we're almost at 120, so that's I have a fifth of the way of the odds. Yeah, okay. I definitely spawned in. Maybe I should be checking those Riolu. Nope. Chat, what are your favorite bricks? That's grim. We're setting off the... Is it Laron up there? I don't suspect it's Aaron. Aaron? Aaron? Are we quoting? You done fucked up, Aaron? Are we still quoting that in 2026? I really like Cobalion. I think it's such a cool design. So with the title of the stream, I named it was it Return of the King. The lore reason is that like Cobalion is designated as like the leader of the Swords of Justice, and this is the third one we're hunting. So third in a trilogy. With that, a little crown. I think he's pretty kingly. I think it's so cool, and like definitely a beating in the original games. This thing is tough to catch, but very much worth it. Because like it had like Swords Dance. You get things like Swords Dance, Iron Head. It's a murdering machine. It's so good. Like Terrakion is its own beast, but Brilliant I feel like holds its own. I think it's definitely better than. I think it's an underrated Pokemon overall. I think that's the best way to call it. So I think when we get to catching it, because like we got a bit of time where we're barely a quarter to odds. But I think it's good to start sort of planning for what we're going to catch it in, and I think I'm going to round out the set with the Luxury Ball. If I have all three in the matching ball, I think that's going to be much cooler than trying to. Because like other options are Beast Ball. You can try and catch in a Beast Ball. Any of the blue Pokeballs. Things like Friend Ball. Alright. That's another reset. Yeah, I think Luxury Ball. If we go all three Luxury Ball, then I can do some cool stuff. And then we can start thinking about what we're going to do for the Lardies. Just kidding, I've already planned that. You have to stick around and wait to see what we do for Latios and Latias. Although I think thematically, given their introduction to the games, there really is only one choice. I wonder if I can time it, because I can hear the Lairon. No. No, they're not nowhere near consistent enough. It's like, maybe I can time it with when the Lairons are doing to, like, move slightly. Okay. I can just keep scaring them. Nothing yet. I was watching a I was listening to a podcast earlier about so it's a podcast that usually deals in like Magic the Gathering cards, like Magic the Gathering news and things like that. But they decided to have a chat about like other TCGs, and I was curious if like who here plays the Pokemon TCG. Like in paper. I'm curious like how much like standard, because it's like standard in the Pokemon TCG. I haven't played in quite a number of years. like as far as I'm aware, there is like a standard and there was extended, but extended's never really supported. So my question is like, does anyone how big of a following does standard Pokemon get? Because I know there was like recently a big championship where oh, what was it? It was NAIC. Is that yeah? No, North American International Championship, something like that. NAIC. Because they did VGC, VGC on Champions, and then the TCG in paper. Just kind of curious, like how many people are still playing in paper standard TCG. It's like I used to play back in the days of XY. Then I think I wrapped up around about the time that like Aurus came out. No, it was just after. It was like when Sun and Moon started coming out. There was a Tapu Lele card. I remember not knowing what it did. Like that's when I just kind of stopped. But I played during like a bit of. It was like the end of Black White leading into XY, the XY kind of era. I think that's the best way to describe it. Cyclone Toad EX was like the big drop, like the big bogeyman, I guess, of the format. 161. Okay. We are zooming. We're gonna get pretty close to odds tonight. So if it ends up being under odds, then hooray, we'll get it. I feel pretty good. Alpha Lucario. Holy moly. He's gonna beat me up. Full stance. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh no, he's just gonna keep chasing us. No, yeah, run away, run away. Yeah, get out of here. What are you? I'm ice skating here. I'm under ice. Oh, I would like to. Sorry, we're talking about Pokemon TCG. I would love to make like a gym leader challenge deck. I reckon that'd be super fun. Because I like when I play Magic, I like to play Highlander decks. So one of each card. So I play like 7-point Highlander. I like to play a bit of Commander, and that's like also known as Elder Dragon Highlander. And I think Pokemon having its own Highlander format of like Gym Leader Challenge, that's so sick. Like if you have a look at any of those decks, they're so cool. They don't allow Pokemon with rule boxes, so like EXs, GXs, and it uses like I think it's like the extended card pool, so it goes from. What do they use the standard card pool? What is it? Does it go all the way to Black White? Is that like the modern era of Pokemon, or like do they? Interesting. I'm thankful. The tinting, I guess, on the Hyperspace Lumiose kind of makes Cobalion look a little bit green, but I know the shiny is like it's like a dark blue. It's like a cobalt blue. Oop, goodbye. Don't need that one. Oh, sorry, ghost. Is that my Georgie growling? What's he growling for? What has he got to growl about? He's a big old cross cavalier. He's got nothing to growl about. Actually, I'll take up the encounter. I have a bit of Coca-Cola and a sugar. Not a sponsor. Do I want to be sponsored by the Coca-Cola company? Actually, I do. I already ticked that. I'm gonna take that back down. I want to ask, has the Coca-Cola company been cancelled yet? And like, at this point, they defined the game, didn't they? They made the game. Brother, the call is coming from inside the house. Yeah, I'm excited to see what sort of changes, because the stream is coming out a little bit choppy. I think that's just a limitation on... Alright, would it be Twitch? Maybe I need to watch other Twitch streamers and see how they do it. Like, see if there's... if they want to tell me. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just like bias. I keep seeing other streamers and like their feeds are crisp as. But mine is just not quite there. I think I might just reset after this one. Yeah, okay. 182. What? That's software update? Oh. That must have just happened. Sorry, alert everyone, there is an update. Oh, there was a... was that a system update? No, actually, that update, that was to add Shiny Cobalion into the game. It's all but guaranteed now. What am I doing? I'm trying to get over it. All but guaranteed that Shiny Cobalion is now in the game. It's DLC. Paid extra for the battle pass. It's the exclusive. Yeah, I think I need to check out other streams and find out, or like have a look at how good air quality is. Like maybe people... But I know as well, there's actually not that many streamers that do like the full screen gaming. Full screen gaming with like the person in like a little box. I'm gonna put myself in a box here, as usual. But yeah, most other streamers, they have like these massive overlays that like have like the game in like the middle of the screen, and then they have like chat in like a little section part of the screen. Like it's overlay then gameplay in the overlay. Whereas like I see those, there's just too much going on. I find them very distracting. I'm really just there to like interact with the streamer and then look at the gameplay. No hate, of course, to any of those streamers. But like, is streaming is shrinking the game? Is that better? Does that make it look better? Maybe I should consider doing that. It's like, if I shrink it down, just have some like borders and stuff, is that gonna make it look better? Is that going to be worth it? Like, the thing is, I also approach streaming and like, what would I like to see? Cause like that's kind of how I got into streaming. It's like, I like this kind of content. I don't know where to sort of go for that kind of content. So what if I just make it myself? It's also just a place where I can just shiny hunt for a couple of hours. If I yap a bit, some people can join in. Like to be able to shiny hunt with others. Share the luck, share the vibes around. Hold on, one sec. George, hey. I have no idea if that counted or not. Apologies for that one, everyone. Definitely didn't even put myself on mute there. Sorry, if you're after an explanation for what was happening there, it sounded like someone was breaking into my bathroom. And by someone, I mean it's this weird little dude who lives at my house and eats soap. That's a reference for anyone who watched one of my previous streams. And for those who are curious, it was my dog. He ate soap. He's okay, by the way. He just ate soap. And then left half a soap bar in the yard, covered in grass. He's a weird little dude. He sneaks into the bathroom. Holy moly. Nvidia jump scaring me. Oops. Probably hear the dogs barking. Katie's on it. We might be under attack, we might not be. At this point, the count is at about 1,000 false positives. But it could happen at any time. Everything all good? All good. Okay, we got the thumbs up. We can continue streaming for 12 hours. No. That's going to keep on coming up. Why did that happen mid-hunt? Why did that... Ooh. 106. Not too bad. Oh, hang on. We're getting movement. Oh, chat. Doggy's moving things. That's the movement I'm trying to do. Trying to jump over that railing. Nope. I'm curious, if anyone's watching, if you are also a streamer, what got you into streaming? Always down to hear what other people think. Hear what got them into it, what drives them. I know a buddy of mine streamed. They streamed mainly so that like WoW, like World of Warcraft content. That way, their raid mates could like watch them, and like watch stuff from their perspective. Like it was just easier to do than do it through like Discord. There was something different about it. It's like there was something here like it was just faster to do it on Twitch than it was on like Discord or TeamViewer. TeamSpeak? Is that... Oh, TeamSpeak. I remember using TeamSpeak for League of Legends. Something I probably won't stream on this channel. Nothing there. Do we bring back TeamSpeak? Oh, no, TeamSpeak... Oh, what happened? Because like Discord took over like everything from TeamSpeak. Did they get bought out? Or do they just go bust? I can't recall. I don't remember. Sorry, bear with me 1 sec. Oh. Some notifications. That's right. It's fine. I need to go walk the dog. That's okay. We are still here. We're still hunting. Nope. What kind of dog do you have? Which style are you going to pick for Gen 10? I think I'm taking the bird. Oh, okay. So what is it? There's the Pomeranian. There's the angry owl. And then... Oh, Gekwa. I think I'm going to pick Gekwa. I'm keen for Gekwa. What style? Oh, you think you're taking the bird? Yeah, so that's the grass. Medical that dog. It's a golden retriever named Aurora. Oh, lovely. Oh, I love golden retrievers. No, I think Gekwa, like based off of nothing. She's a big goofball. Oh, that's to be expected with goldens. I love them. I love those big goofballs. FYI, there is a system update that just came out for the Switch, or at least for the Switch 2. And that's going to come up every time we reset. Slimo brain we're given. I love that. Wasn't first in line. I like to think my two dogs share a brain cell. What are you hoping for, chat, when it comes to the Gen 10 starters like final evolutions? What are you thinking? Because we got what, dog, owl, and salamander. I love her and she rescued me in some bad situations. Oh, very nice. Good to hear. But hopefully not going to be grass flying. Well, grass has been paired with pretty much everything at this point, hasn't it? Like, what could it be? Gecko have water poison? Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah. I think water poison gets a bad rap, mainly because the main water poison type is kinda cool. I want to know about the gimmick, though. Yeah, what gimmick is it? What do we think about terrestrializing? Terrestrialing? Like Terra? You should. Pokemon fusions. Oh, that's a whole can of worms. Like they've touched on fusions in the past, like Kyurem. Best gimmick still Mega Evolution? Yes. I think I'm inclined to agree with you. Because it was Mega Evolution, and it was Z moves. I don't hate Z moves as much as some other people. Then there was Dynamax. Not sure about Dynamax. I don't know if I actually really love Dynamax that much. I think I'm just burnt out from Dynamax Adventures. Megan and Terra. I liked Terra. I think Terra was pretty cool. I didn't play any of the competitive stuff, which is where I suspect Terra mostly, like, that had a huge impact on comp stuff. Because we had things like oh goodness, what, like, even stuff like Terra Electric Miss Magius, which is one of the gym leaders had it. Oh, okay. Holy moly, thank you so much for the sub, Althanier. Subscribe with Prime. Reminder, of course, that if you have Amazon account linked to your Twitch account, you can subscribe with Amazon. Use yes, you are the first subscriber. Buddy, I don't even have 20 followers, but you're a sub. Nope, nope. Can't say that too much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Glad to have you here. Wish I could sub, but epilepsy meds are expensive. Hey, that's okay. Absolutely prioritize medications. Woohoo! I don't know why it says no audio, but I have audio. Computer? Turn on this man's speakers. Actually, give this man the old PC speakers that crackle when you get a phone call. Alright. No Cobalion this time. Do the reset. No, don't feel like you need to subs. How do I take back a sub? No, you can't. I already have your money. I've spent it on V-Bucks. Curse speakers. Oh, it's totally a Lorcana pack. Yeah. I didn't even have an alert set up for subs. Like, I have an alert set up for followers. Oh, sorry. Something building up in my throat. Yeah, I had an alert set up for followers. Nothing for subs. I was like, no one's gonna sub. Got in real early. Yeah. You got that first badge? You're a founder. That's what you are. You got in at the ground floor. Second, we're going to the moon. I have a TikTok account now. And check that out. I don't know if you watch TikToks. Also, not sure if you've been keeping up, but we have Shiny Virizion and Shiny Terrakion. And if we get Shiny Cobalion, that's the whole set. Hence the Return of the King stream title. I do have that installed. Steph shows me the videos. Oh, good call. Sometimes I'll share Steph some videos that I know is like, this is actually for Matt. Show Matt. Sorry, I did also just dox your name. We'll add that in post. I'll get my mods on it. Mods. Make this Cobalion shiny. Not quite. Haven't quite got there. But how you been? How's your evening been? As I understand it, you have a new barbecue. How's that been going? Oh, excuse me. Barbecue's going great. It's awesome. Excellent. Good to hear. That's great. God, I haven't even used my barbecue in so long. We've just been doing the these like little meals in like glass bowls in the oven. They've been pretty good. We've also just been like upscaling them to like casserole dishes and stuff. Currently getting stuff to 3D print the kitchen. We need better reorganization. Ooh, if you get in touch with Katie, she's got she's followed this this 3D print maker. It's like modular, like modular little what's like containers, and it goes on like a grid. So if you're looking for stuff for drawers, yeah, Gridfinity, that's the one. Yeah, don't think she has. Yeah, they've been really good. Haven't had any issues with Gridfinity. Oh, that's cool. Are you doing okay? Yeah, cutlery organization. Yeah, cool. I hope it goes well for you. Okay, let's share the cookbook with me. I'm looking at it for meal preps. Yep, very cool. It's just so like easy and like inexpensive too. Like the meals end up are just so cheap. Like you can spice it up with like more sort of complex ingredients, but like they're a good place to start at least. And have been meal prepping for work lunches for a month now. Save so much money. Yes. Please have the glass containers for 50% off at the moment. Oh no. Oh, don't tell Katie. Yep. What's there? Hey, how's it going, Zoo Souls? Hey, not too bad. Yourself? Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Are you shiny hunting yourself? We are going for Cobalion. Cobalion? How do you pronounce it, Chad? Yeah, pretty good. Just about to get back into it for a little while. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is a good place to hang out. Just hanging out, hunting shinies. Looking at this glorious brick wall. I do Cobalion, but probably wrong. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Zoo Souls. Is that like it may just depend on like your accent. Is that like Cobalion or Cobalion? I've always pronounced it Cobalion, like an emphasis on the bar. Bar. Oh, that's so Australian. Bali? Yeah, I got the missus going for a holiday to Cobalion. Yeah, color. Yeah, I think I just did a less on the A. Yeah, okay. Yep. Well, yeah. Yes, excellent. Alright, excellent. I don't have to try and explain. No, we've been on a bit of a hot streak recently. We've found Virizion and Terrakion. Again, like this so weird to pronounce. And then this one completes the set. So very keen to eventually get this. William is sulking because we wouldn't let him in the bins. Not in the office or step cooks. Oh, a little guy wants to go in the bin. So many smells in the bin. So many interesting things to be in the bin. Whereabouts are you from, if I don't mind asking? I am based in Brisbane. So all my times, all times of streams are in Eastern Standard Time. But if you, I think if you look at them, like if you're not in the Brisbane area, you can, if you look at the schedule, it will automatically update to whatever time zone you're in. Perhaps so 2 hours behind. Okay, cool. Yep, so 2 hours behind. I have workmates in Perth. It's been a bit chilly over there recently, from what I've heard. Mind you, it's been chilly in Brisbane, honestly. It's been... It's that sort of weird chill where, like, it's just threatening to rain at any point. No, nothing. Yeah, 7 degrees this morning and raining a lot. Yep. That's what I've heard too. Yep. Alright, we're gonna reset. So going for all 5 legends? I am. Yeah, we've got 2 so far. This is gonna be our 3rd, and then we go for the Lardies. Hoping to get a lot of legends on stream. That's the hope, because I really they're so fun. it's such a high when you get that. Okay, it's down to like 12 was in single digits last week over here. Yep. Yeah, nice. Yeah, eventually the goal is a shiny living dex. With as many done on stream as possible. Yes, Games Legends were actually pretty good hunts. Yeah. They're not as long. I think average is like 3-4 hours each, and yeah, you don't feel like the odds are good. It's just the way of like resetting them is a little odd, but they're good. They're good hunts. I'm keen to see if they do more like not shiny locked Pokemon in the next games. Yeah, Cobalion took me 6-ish hours. Yep, okay. That makes sense. Like, I think Verizon took about 4.5 hours. I mean, we were like triple over odds. That was actually a really fast one. But we went way over odds. Yeah, I'm actually up to 300 now. Terrakion, I think, was about 4 hours. I think I started like the start of a stream, and then I picked it up within like half an hour of the start of another stream, so it might be close to 3. But no, they're good. It feels good to at least be like working towards it. What happened to do? Hopefully DLC brings some like this game. I assume Gen 10 will lock Legends of the Stars as usual. Yeah, they'll for sure lock. Like there'll be box legends that they'll lock, and they'll lock the starters that you get at the start of the game, because that's just part of the course, I guess. Like that's just part of the game. I really wish they wouldn't, but what are they gonna do? Yeah, hopefully the DLC, like, they already planned to do DLC. Have they announced? I imagine it's still too early. But like Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, they are down to do more DLC. Like the DLC kind of just effectively is the equivalent of like the 3rd game they used to do. So, you know, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Pearl, Diamond, then Platinum. Nah, no one else was just last. Yeah, fair enough. It's just like a normal thing now. Oh. Over 300 encounters. Like we're over halfway to odds. Yep. Think for DLC of having to play a whole new game again. I have yes. I also think that the DLC, they need to be super careful with how they implement DLC, because like they're not all the best, if you get what I'm saying. So if we I'm gonna go ahead and start giving some reviews of the DLC, because I think they're not all the same. Like if we go back to Sword and Shield, the Crown Tundra, I think the Crown Tundra is great. Isle of Armor, not so much. I wasn't quite sold on the Isle of Armor. I also don't know if I pressed the button there. There we go. That game is usually the best one, but I don't have as much free time. Yeah, that's fair. As we're yeah, as someone with a full-time job, it is harder and harder to rationalize buying a whole other game that's like 80% the same. But I can see, I get where you come from. All right, we'll do a reset. Yeah, Sword and Shield, Crown Tundra's great. Isle of Armor, not as great. Still okay. Then there was Scarlet and Violet. I don't know. I feel like Kitakami was cool. I thought I kind of enjoyed the Kitakami storyline. The Blueberry Academy, it just kind of existed to like add in a bunch of stuff, and I think overall maybe I wasn't a fan. Actually, I think Blueberry is great as a shiny hunter. This really is going to chase me. Leave me alone. Oh yeah, like it's awesome for shinies, awesome for shiny hunters, and DLC was possible as a whole. Yeah. Yeah, I might need to think about that one a little bit longer. I think I liked the Kitakami stuff a bit more than the Blueberry Academy. And then this game, I got some thoughts about this game. I think the base game is fantastic. The base game, really good. The storyline is like really cool. Really liked it. Really liked the whole like in the city, like spending all the time in the city. I think the DLC drags just a little bit. And there's an RNG aspect of the special scans that I had. So for a bit of context, this is my second playthrough of this game. I already played through ZA and the DLC once. Caught everything, not shiny. So I want to go back and shiny hunt these. So I had to start a new game. And like going through both the base game and the DLC, trying to get through that as fast as possible to try and get to the point where I could shiny hunt. It's a bit of a slog. There's a few bits where like they're doing like the scans and you got to get the number of points. I think it just dragged just a little bit too much, and the RNG aspect of the special scans, I think, was just a little bit too out of your hands, and just gets a little bit frustrating. I like when it gets to the point where like I'm finding it frustrating and I'm doing usually repetitive things like this. Yeah. DLC, I wasn't interested in much as the game, just like the Mythicals and Legendaries. Yeah, I was lucky I hunted the Legendaries first time, I wouldn't have done it. Yeah. Yeah, I can totally get you. Absolutely. Playing through it again, I want to like this game. It just doesn't have the replayability the game and the DLC. I don't think it has the replayability that other Pokemon games have had. It's unfortunate. Yeah. It is cool though. It's good for shiny hunting. Some Pokemon here that you can only really shiny hunt in this game, and it's very fast. Once you get the charm, you just this starts to feel like a little gap between 9 and 10. Yeah, that could also be true. Yeah, I think you're on the money there. I remember when this was announced, like, no one expected a Gen 6 a Gen 6 throwback at the time. It was like, holy moly. I personally was expecting like a Legends Johto game. And I'm still quietly hopeful. How far along with your shiny index? I'm I'm exactly 300 out of the 1081. So a little bit behind. I'm just under half, like 15 away from half. Okay, cool. Any big ones that you're proud of? You have to reset. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a Gen 5 like remake or like throwback kind of thing as well. Yeah, 1081 includes regionals. I might do a form dex further down the line. That goes up to like, what, 1300? Yeah, I'm including regionals. I think they're neat. Don't have any religions. Got Mewtwo and then the 5 in this game, but not much else. Okay, yeah. So, in terms of legendaries, I've got 2 from this game. Cresselia, Zapdos. Is that it? I've got a couple of Ultra Beasts. I like to consider them almost on the same level as legendaries because they're the same sort of method. But yeah, I've got like 3 Ultra Beasts. Yeah, I'm started doing regionals, but not sure on variants. But by the time I finish, I'm not variants to just go for it. Yeah. Yeah, I think by the time I get the 1081, I'll probably have dupes. Like I'll almost certainly have, like I'll definitely have many dupes. For, like things like Meowstick or like what's the pig? Oinkalone, I guess. Like I can do like the gender differences and like some of the forms, I'm sure. But like things like Unknown and Alchemy, that's just gonna take, that's a slog. I'm just gonna have to deal with that when it comes. Vivillon as well is another bit of a challenging one. Yeah, one I've been doing kind of passively is the Gen 8 fossils. So Arctivish, Dracovish, Arctozolt, Dracozolt. Because they're just they're easily one of the longest shiny hunts of all. Yeah, Alchemy is one of the main reasons I'm not doing variants. Same here, yeah. They're only revives. Yeah, they can't be Masuda hunted. So you kind of just need to collect up your fossils and then spam A in front of the fossil reviver. Sorry. Yeah, for context, they're approximately because they're just raw odds in Sword and Shield. You have many of the home rule ones for Dexes? Only where I like it's just not. So I've got all the home rewards. So Keldeo, Meloetta, Volcanion. What else is there? I can't remember them all. But yeah, I have all the home rewards. And so I've just kind of been counting them as long as because they do require some sort of work. Like I feel okay counting them because filling out a living dex in those games, or like even just like completing the dex, it's still like a bit of work. It's still yeah, I'm working towards them now. Yep, yeah, I'd count them. Like shiny hunting Manaphy, that's you need to set up such a complex system on one of those Gen 4 games. They're like, I can respect people who do it. It's not for me though. Then there's the ones that can't be hunted anyway. So Keldeo and Keldeo, Meloetta, Volcanion. Alright. No shiny. We do the reset. Back on it. Once you just give it a take until we hunt later, like Zacian and Corona. Absolutely, yeah, I'm in the same boat as like with them. Luckily I was able to get both Miraidon and Koraidon when they get to the event a few months back. There was the codes being given out. I got a Zamazenta. What did I get? I got a shiny Zamazenta from something, but I didn't get Zacian, which is unfortunate. I'll work out something for that. What else is there? Yeah, so back to the Gen 8 fossils. What I've got is, like I've been like on my days where I'm not streaming, I've actually got like a turbo controller that just mashes A, and I can set that up so that it so that I like every couple of minutes I can go back and check and then just do a reset. But that's 1 in 4,096. It's a long hunt. No, Shiny Charm doesn't affect them because they're technically like given to you. They're like counted as a gift, so it's just 1 in 4,096. It's rough. Miss Koraidon Miraidon because we began doing dodgy. So is that I didn't have any push down the list of what I'm doing, yeah. I managed to pick up a turbo controller for like 35 bucks from JB Hi-Fi. So if you said you're Aussie, so I figured I can probably tell you. Yeah, Koraidon Miraidon. You say it was EB Games being dodgy. So were they? I heard they weren't. I know it was America had issues with the. Oh, your area had a problem with Star keeping the codes. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Because I remember, gosh, if you were on the internet when that happened, it was a mess. In America, there was like, I think it was mostly America. I think Australia avoided the brunt of it, but like there was a TCG release at the same time, and there was like you know what's happening with TCG. Like it's the scalpers everywhere. But scalpers were like picking up the codes at the same time as like picking up like boxes of TCG card, like the TCG booster boxes. Ah, not so stuff. I mean that was a GameStop issue. That sounds like a GameStop admin kind of issue. Very unfortunate. But yeah, if your area has a problem with stop keeping the codes, that is... that's rough. I feel very sorry for you. Because I want my own or not. It's not a big a deal for me, really. Okay. Yo, man, how long have you been hunting this thing? If I shiny hunt a legendary in ZA, who should I go for first? Well, thank you for joining the stream, Ash Ketchum Poplio. We have a counter up here, so 380. That's how many encounters we've had so far for Cobalion. And if you shiny hunt a legendary in ZA, who should you go for first? Here's the thing about legendaries in ZA: you don't get a choice. You just take whichever one appears first. You just play Switch games or do all the hunts as well? So far, I've only been streaming for like a little bit, but so far I've only really hunted on Switch games. I would be interested in streaming older games as well, but I don't have the facilities to do so at this point. Like I have considered doing like hunts in like doing like Fire Red Leaf Green hunts. That'd be cool. Like if I decide to power through and then do like a... I'll do a reset now. Doing like Deoxys. Deoxys is pretty cool. What's another one? I haven't finished the DLC, so didn't. Thanks for that up. No worries. Yeah, go through the DLC first. Then you'll learn. Yeah, I would also be interested because I want to. Not sure if you can tell by my shirt. Oh, my camera's flipped. Oh, bugger. Yeah, one of my favorite Pokemon games is Pokemon Emerald. So I would love to hunt on a copy of Emerald. And I have a particular copy of Emerald I would like to hunt on. If I get one of the there's this thing called a GB operator where you can plug that into your computer and then play that through your PC. I think that'd be really fun. I'd love to be able to hunt on that. Yeah, I would be down for those older games. I would be interested in hunting on like DS, like 3DS games as well. But capture cards for the DS are so expensive in Australia. Like it would just... Maybe I could look at it. I'll have a look, but it's just so expensive. It's like reasonable cost. Like you're looking at least $300. I think it's like 200 US just for it to be redone, and like that's before like postage and stuff. But I would love to do that because that'd be how I do. Yeah, it cost me 300 for a capture card, and that was back in 2016. Ooh, nice. What's someone go for Solgaleo or Tapu Lily and Swish? Damn, there's too many good hunts. You can't hunt those in... Oh, no, Sword and Shield. Yes. My brain's thinking. I was thinking 3DS. I was like, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? You can't hunt those, yeah. They're quite pricey. So you can still get them done through like a service that you send to America, but like when you're sending things to America, it's best to get like, you know, insurance on your post and stuff. And like if you try and get like a second-hand one, like the price of those are bonkers. There's been like I've seen a couple of posts on Reddit and stuff where like people have bought like a second-hand 3DS. And they look at the back of... You should see these posts. Like, people, like, look at the back of the console and they're like, oh, what's this extra port in this 3DS? And the comments are just like, oh, I'm so happy for you. Or oh, no, you managed to find an unlucky one with a capture card. How dare you? And it's like, oh, no, this person's actually just hit gold. Oh, I agree. Solgaleo shiny is amazing. That like bright red. That's a long hunt though. We're also at 400 encounters. Big 400. Still nothing. Yeah, secondhand DSs with capture cards are not so expensive. Like just bonkers funny. Maybe I'll look into it. Currently doing artisan form poltergeist. That's a... Isn't there a trick with poltergeist that like if you set up a... Is like an outbreak in like a certain area, it's guaranteed to be the authentic one? Or am I thinking of... No, poltergeist is definitely the Kitakami one. What else am I thinking? Poltergeist? Yeah, I got a mystery outbreak and happen to be... Yeah, that's it. Yes, because if you have... Works of both. Okay, yep. Yeah, because I didn't realize this until, honestly, like a few months ago. That, like, if you don't have a certain form registered in your Pokedex and you see an outbreak, if you have the other form, it'll just... The outbreak will just appear as a question mark, which is kind of funny. Like, I had the dex complete, and then I found one out, and I checked one today. Not today. I checked one a few months ago, and I was like, why is that still a question mark? I already have that Pokemon. I already have everything registered. I've got all, like... Yeah, turns out it was, like, female Meowstick. Not, like, because I had male Meowstick registered. Like, it was female Meowstick. I was like, oh. That's super weird. And yeah, if you have fake form, like Sinistea registered, and there's an outbreak for authentic form Sinistea, it'll just appear as a question mark, which is very cool. Very handy for if you're hunting those forms. Very, very interesting. I liked what they did with like the Sinistea and Poltergeist lines, like having those like authentic and like what are they called? What's the other name for it? Replica forms. Very cool touch. Very neat. Trying to hunt them on using every method now. Almost. Some are too similar to make different. Okay. What's an interesting one? Have you ever done Pokemon X and Y chain fishing? That's a funny one. You just sit there fishing. I was doing that today. I did a bit of that the other day. I was trying to find shiny Clamperl. There's a spot you can fish for Clamperl in X and Y. But I just kept hitting Remoraid. And I was just like, oh, I'm kind of tired of not getting Clamperl. Like you just sit there. And like it's interesting because you don't react to that visually. It's best to react to the audio cue of like the ding when you get a catch. It's very it's funny and unique, and I love it. You have a place you track your decks. I have my own spreadsheet. I haven't really shown it on stream or anything. I've been considering setting up some way of like having it tracked. Like I kind of want to have like a big master counter. Also 420. I do kind of want to have like a big like master counter. It's like 300 out of 1081. That way people can like when they tune in, they'll be like, oh, you got this many shinies since last time. Like last time I was here, you're at like 295. I think that'd be fun. Otherwise, yeah, I do have a spreadsheet with some details on like how I anticipate I'm gonna hunt particular Pokemon. It's a bit of a mess, so I'm not gonna be showing it on stream tonight. But I could get it cleaned up. I occasionally bust it out when we do the I've done a couple of wheel like a spin the wheel and then shiny hunt right like then and there. Like I might do that after we do the Lardies. That's gonna be a thing for after we do the Lardies. Gonna try and smash through a whole bunch of shinies. And then we gotta start planning for the next big hunt, because I do love doing these longer ones on stream. Any idea what the next big one is? Do you like to separate legendaries with more casual hunts? I'll likely break up the big hunts a little bit, just because I don't have as many ways to do. Also, I'm gonna reset. Because what we can do, because other big hunts would be very long hunts, such as Dynamax Adventures and Sword and Shield. Like I've got all of those to do. Like the problem is they're just very, very long hunts. And so realistically, we're not going to get anything done in one 3-hour stream, and we may risk going multiple 3-hour streams without getting like say if we go for Solgaleo. It would just be a long time. I'll need to have a think about how I want to approach those. Like, do I do them on the stream? Do I not do them on the stream? I'd probably, after doing the lives, I'd probably do a few more casual hunts. Maybe just do a few more, like, oddball ones. Like, I would need to shiny hunt Unknown at some point, and that'd be a Legends Arceus hunt. So I would... Because between Scarlet and Violet and Legends ZA, you can cover a lot of things. But I would want to... Yeah, it's just a bit too far for me to sort of plan for now what I want to do. What the next big one would be. Because my overall plan is to leave a lot of like the big sort of fancier Pokemon up to like the end of the challenge. Like we've got a list of like box legendaries and stuff, which I'm leaving till like right at the end. Mainly because I want that last stretch to be kind of interesting, you know. Also an issue of money. Like it takes money and time to organize things like a capture card. Yes, I want my last like 20-30 to be legends. Yep, we're on the same wavelength, you and I. Yeah, absolutely. Shiny Unknown Alphabet. One day I will. I want to do the whole alphabet because realistically, once I complete the shiny decks, I'm going to I'm gonna be thinking about doing a like a form dex. I want to get all the forms. I just feel horrible if I look back in the last guy to Pidgey. I haven't got a shiny Bidoof yet. I fear that my final one might be a Bidoof. But I also kind of have a plan for what I want my final one to be. I'll probably mix it up and like depending on what game I'm hunting in. So like Scarlet and Violet and Legends ZA, they're known for being very very fast hunts, like very quick hunts. So you can knock out a whole bunch in a night. Like I think the last time I did like a shiny blitz kind of stream, got like 12 in 3 hours. Oh, excuse me. Which 12 in 3 hours, that's huge. That's an enormous amount. But like, it's always a bit of fun. Try using less and less now because I want it to be a journey. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but like I also know that like some of these are going to be a slog, and so I feel like breaking that up with some like easier or like lower effort hunts. It's just good for the soul. Like as much as I want to hunt like a Charmander in like Oak's Lab in Fire Red Leaf Green, that's 1,024 Pokemon. Gotta take a few hundred easy ones. Yeah, absolutely. I do enjoy that, like, if you're hunting for something in Scarlet and Violet, there's a very real chance that you could just phase an entire line of Pokemon. Like, I was doing I had a sandwich set up the other day for ice types, and I was trying to get Cetoddle, the big thing that looks like Wailmer. That's the big ice type. We're gonna reset. But I managed to find like three Sneasel. Three just Johto Sneasel. So that was just Sneasel and Weavile done. And I think I had enough. There was enough for the gender differences too, as well. Bonkers. Still didn't actually get the Cetoddle. Ah. Oil pop. That's Poplio backwards. Poplio I do have. Shiny Poplio. I like shiny evolution. Primarina. That's a good one. Yeah, it's always like, you never get the one you want, but heaps of others. Yep. Absolutely. Face Alpha Ampharos 10 times and Fluffy. Oh, in the one where it's on top of that fountain. I remember doing that just as part of putting together the just my standard living decks and like trying to catch that thing. It just hops away and then despawns. Oh, it's very funny. I just kind of I just was just laughing at myself at the end. I was like, I've been playing Pokemon for a long time. How can I not catch this tiny little frog? Like, I think it ended up just, like, jumping. Tricky little guy, yeah. Yeah, I imagine if you see the shiny, then you save immediately, and then you can go from there. Yeah, just having trouble just catching the regular one. Fortunately, I managed to find the Froakie line in the Hyperspace Lumiose areas. That's a funny little dude. Yeah, we should have waited for the DLC. Still though, you can you can tell people that you waited at that fountain. You were waiting for that little blue frog. We got both Ampharos and Froakie in 15 minutes with no shiny shaman. Some people have the audacity to call me unlucky. Ah, that sounds pretty lucky to me. But no, I have no issue with people doing things in the non-optimal way. Like if you do something in a way that, you know, there was no other better way to do it at the time, or like you didn't know, and that's something interesting you can tell people. Like I've got a shiny Zapdos, and I didn't realize that you could shiny hunt in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon a lot faster than Dynamax Adventures. Now I have a shiny Zapdos with the Galar mark, and I know exactly how long that took. That took forever. Oh, we got back, I got Latias. I think that's the blue one. That'd be Latios. Close enough, yeah. In 32 seconds. Hopefully we can get some of that luck. We're going pretty high on encounters for Cobalion, but we are also 2 hours in. 32 seconds. That's pretty good. I think my fastest legendary hunt would have been Ampharos. I got not Ampharos. Well, I've got Ampharos on the mind. Sorry, Pheromosa. Ultra Beast Pheromosa. Got that in under 100 encounters, which is a 1 in 1365 encounter. Turning Ampharos. Yep, Legs Bug. That's it. That's a cool looking shiny. If you ever go for that one, it's a stylish shiny. Alright, it's gonna be one more and then we'll reset. Nope. Another reset. Oh no, wrong save. That won't get us anywhere. Alright, so any legend underroads feels amazing. I'll work my way through Celebi and Crystal. Are you doing single hunt, or are you doing it across multiple consoles? Because that's an interesting one. Single only want 1DS. Salute. That's gonna be one I'll tackle it one day. I think I might be able to wrangle 2. But that's gonna take it's gonna do 100 a day or something. That's a reasonable way to look at it. Honestly, that's kind of how I'm feeling about like things like the Gen 8 fossils. I do it when I'm like at my computer doing other stuff, but like I kind of just do like a couple of 100 eggs, not eggs, a couple of 100 fossils a day, just to pace myself. But I also realize that there are 4 of them. Yeah, 100. Dang, I'm gonna have to. I'm very keen for that one. Celebi, shiny Celebi's efficient use of work from home time. Maybe. Now, what I do is I have it set up so that I have a set number of fossils in my inventory. I set up the turbo controller in front of the fossil reviver, and then I set up a timer on my phone. I've set the timer up on my phone so that it finishes right when she's done all the fossils. And I go through, check them all. There's a little symbol that tells you whether they're shiny in there or not. And then if they're not shiny, then I just reset, and then start the fossils all over again. My old shield save file from 2020 I never completed. I named myself Sweetie, and all my Pokemon have really ridiculous nicknames. Honestly, I used to be on something else. I'm not a nicknaming person myself, but I love hearing about people who are. Anyone else in chat, do you nickname your Pokemon? I find myself only really nicknaming if I'm doing, say, like a Nuzlocke. Or if it's like, or if I have like a special connection with the Pokemon. Or if like something like very specific with that Pokemon. I'm going back to old save and just wondering what you were thinking when younger. Yeah. I've got, yeah, there's... I do love picking up like old secondhand games that hadn't been like wiped. Kevin Durant, yep. That's a popular one. I've heard of that one, yeah. A Clover Charm Alchemy Mold. I love that. Yeah, I usually just nickname when it comes to like Nuzlocks. Oh. Very quickly approaching 500 encounters, which I didn't think we'd get this far tonight. Still no shiny. Ah, thank you so much for following Ash Catch and Poplio. Appreciate it. We met the follower goal. Thank you so much. Holy moly. That's okay. Got all sorts of sounds ringing in my head. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. We'll do one more encounter and then we'll do a reset. Not shiny. Alright. So yeah, a bit of an update on Arctazalt, which is what I'm hunting at the moment, and with the turbo controller. The odds are 1 in 4,096. I'm at about 5,100, so we are over odds in that one. We're no stranger to going over odds over here. I know that in the hunt for, 1,081 shinies, there's gonna be a couple that really push my patience, like really test it. I really just hope that they're easy ones and not the really bad ones. Like, realistically, there's 8 Dynamax Adventure Pokemon. Okay? So there's the 4 Tapus, Solgaleo, Lunala, Necrozma, and Zygarde. They're all rough. One's more rough than the others. Zygarde is kind of awful. And if I go like... Because realistically, we're only going to be able to beat that Dynamax Adventure like less than 50% of the time. Hi there, Cheeky Monkey 95. How you doing? Nice to have you in the stream. Welcome to stream. You a shiny hunter as well? You okay? Trying to shiny hunt Virizion. Nice. We just did that one. We finished that off yesterday. That was a good hunt. We went almost 3 times over odds. But that is a worthwhile shiny. That's a very cool shiny. Are you counting your encounters? How far are you in? Instead of full week of Dynamax and got 0 shinies, takes a while to do as well. If I'm around when you do them, I'll help out if you want a team. That'd be honestly kind of a good help. Any tips or best way to do it? Oh, we have... I can actually... So, I'm just going to plug my own stuff here. I have YouTube videos where I have been shiny hunting Virizion. There is a path you can take down... I guess it's actually similar to where we are at the moment. There's a path you can take like that goes along... I guess like the river or the icy river section. There's a path you can take that will reset Virizion, and then you can go up and check it every... It's like 40. You do like every 40 runs or something. Usually when you get to under 900 or 800 calories, it's best to go check. But there is a path. Just in the middle of doing this, actually, I might just take a quick break and show you. I can show you actually just live here. That's a shiny Riolu. We're just going to ignore that. There's a path you can take walking from this tree with this manhole. And if you just walk between here, this will respawn the Virizion because it's in that building on the right there. And I think it's like every 40 or so. But I definitely recommend having a look at... that's the exact method I do as well. Yep. Yeah, so Zeus in the chat as well as mentioned. That's going to be your best method. Also, yeah, apologies to any fans of Shiny Riolu. We're not going to be catching that one unless we catch Cobalion. It is the only legend you can't see each time. That's true, yes. You just need to have faith. Have faith in the method. And eventually you'll get there. Alright, we gotta reset. 515. 515. I swear, if we go over odds for all three, it's gonna be a sad shiny hunter. But it happens. Nope. Hold it. Leave me alone. It's shiny and that wasn't long. Nice. Well done. Am I the only one who boots up a fresh save file to shiny hunt? For example, I've already caught the legendary in my complete save and then give up and go back to my original save file because I hate progressive games already complete. I can't be the only one. I think we were chatting about this earlier actually. So this is my second playthrough of Legends EA. Legends EA in particular, to get through the game and the DLC, I love this game, but it is a slog. It can be a little frustrating to play through games that you've already done through. But in my first playthrough, I went through and caught all the legendaries. I didn't do any shiny hunting at all. And then I decided to do a shiny living dex, and I was like, well, I actually kind of want to hunt these in CA. So let's go through and do it. It can be frustrating. But I definitely recommend doing like a self-limited run. Like, limit yourself to using certain Pokemon. Or maybe just try using Pokemon that you didn't use in your first playthrough. For example, I've had my team on screen for a while. This team is simply made up of all just Pokemon from the first 2 generations. And also, their movesets are limited to moves that they would have only known in those first 2 generations. It's not good. It's terrible. But I really just want to see what like a team from 1997 would do in Legends EA. Currently playing Switch again to get the shiny Regidragon and Alekia, and I've stopped after 2nd gen. I know how you feel. Yep. Although, if you're not a fan of grinding through Sword and Shield, like Sword and Shield is a pretty straightforward game. But if you're not a fan of the grind, there is a way around it if you have the DLC. You can skip, like you can skip ahead and obtain like a ludicrously powerful Pokemon by just jumping ahead. Like as soon as you get to it, jump ahead to the Crown Tundra and you get thrown into Dynamax adventures. And you get to pick up something like a Suicune. I think like you can just start a team with like all legendaries. And if your whole goal is just to speed through, yeah, Dynamax 1, I got one, still just can't do it. Yeah, that's unfortunately just a fault of Sword and Shield. It is a bit of a grind. Yeah, if you are just interested in zooming through, which you'll need to, because to actually get the Regis, you need to finish the main story so you can unlock the quests. You only need to get the 6th gem. Oh, that's right. What am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking of the Ultra Beasts. Dynamax Adventures, the Ultra Beasts. You need to... There's other stuff. Calyrex? Yeah, that's right. Yes. Because then you need that to unlock for like Poipole and like Naganadel and things like that. Yep. Also, we're gonna have to reset. Still nothing. I think that one spawned in as normal. Also, quickly catch my guaranteed shiny Pokemon as well. Nice. We have a guaranteed shiny over here, actually. There he is. Shiny Steelix. Might get him, might not. Who knows? Big gold boy. We do have a chatter whose favorite Pokemon is Onix, just for the vibe. Just the chill vibe. Honestly, I can get behind that. Hawlucha was guaranteed shiny. Oh, that's a good shiny. Love shiny Hawlucha. What's your favorite mon? It's always changing. Some days it's Porygon, some days it's Garchomp, some days it's Mew. What's your favorite Pokemon, chat? Poplio, Morlul, and Zarude right now, yeah. Might change a lot too. Muck. Like, how many Muck fans? That's alright. I love hearing about when Gen 1's the favorite. I'm also a fan of, and like, I've got a buddy who, we feel the same way. We're just like, how cool is Cacturn? Like, dang. They kind of just nailed that. It's a Cacturn. He's just Grass, dark. Scarecrow. Cactus. I think Cacturn and Cacnea are just like... that's a cool pair. I like them. Were you a fan of Muck before Alolan Muck came out? And if you were, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about Alolan Muck? X is Mousehold, yeah. Tandem-Mouse, yeah. I keep feeling like my mind wants to try and like auto-complete that they're that's like a 3-stage evolution. It's like Tandem-Mouse, Mousehold, Mouse House. I don't know. Alolan is cool, but like regular better. Yeah, okay. Stick to your faves. Yeah, because the family 3 and 4. Yep. Yeah, shiny Alolan Grimer is just regular Grimer. Yeah, because it's like purple. Yeah, it's like purple, but still with like the swirl. Sorry, Grimer. Yeah, Grimer is the one. Like it's got like it's green, but there's like there's like a yellow highlights, and so then like shiny is like purple. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, with like a beard. Yeah, that's it. Seal is so cute and underrated level Pokemon. I like Seal. One of my first playthroughs of Pokemon, and yeah, I might be called old for this. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red. One of my first playthroughs back when I was a little kid. I never worked out at least at this age, I didn't work out the way to get to Saffron City, so I ended up just kind of bumming around the rest of the map as far as I could without without the Marsh badge. We're just gonna reset. And I remember having a Dugong that ended up being like level 80. Like this Dugong, because it knew like Surf and Ice Beam. It was awesome. It was so strong. But I remember just like couldn't work out how to progress. I was like, there's another city there, but guards are too thirsty. Seal is one that I'm not looking forward to shiny hunting. Because that is not a... You ever seen Seal shiny? That's not a... It's not a very noticeable shiny. Yeah, no, how's the 5-year-old kid meant to know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you only get the water on the rooftop. And the water is meant to be given to the kid who gives you the TMs. Nobody has seen Seal shiny. Got Seal shiny a couple of days. I stayed on my screen so hard. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a... That's gonna be a Let's Go shiny, I think. Just so I can get the little sparkles around it. Oh, maybe it won't, because it's only in Seafoam Islands, which has got all, like, that fog. Wow, that's a shiny that never wants to be caught, huh? What's the best game to shiny hunt that in? I wonder. They did fix Slowpoke in this game. They did too, yeah. I wonder if they do that for any other shinies, like make any changes. Scarlet and Violet Daytime, okay. Good to know. I might have to give that a try. They changed Charizard? Did they? I thought it was always It's like grey, right? SV is good since auto battles don't go out. Yeah. See, the problem is Gen 2 is purple. Oh, that's right. Yes, that's correct. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like, I know Scarlet's Battle's good since auto battles don't KO, but I like to use the outbreaks, which if you then KO too many of them, then the outbreak just kind of ends. Like, I try and get to the third stage of the outbreak, and then if you're just kind of trying them and you end up knocking out too many, then that's a shame. Also, just give up if there's a storm because it's even harder. Yeah, so you should limit yourself to just daytime. Day, sunny. So your second shiny legendary, you're in handheld mode while you're waiting for matches on a different game. Okay. Yeah, if there's an outbreak, there's a bunch, so maybe you can see it. Yeah. I'll just try that one on stream. I know there was one I gave up. One Scarlet and Violet Hunt I gave up because I was like, No, what happened was, this is back when Pokopia came out, and my wife was playing Pokopia. And so she had the Switch 2 on the TV. I had the Switch 1. And the Switch 1, it's, for Scarlet and Violet, it's, you know how it is. It's not super. But I tried hunting Gothita, which Gothita's shiny. If you've ever seen it, it looks very similar to the regular one. So, like the best way you can find it is by looking at the eyes, like the big eyes. They're like a slightly different color, like the iris. We should not talk about Switch on Scarlet and Violet. Look, we gotta at some point we gotta address it. Speaking of 580 encounters, we are not getting this thing under odds. Yeah, I was shiny hunting Gothita, and it just took so long. Like, I was just spending so much time, like, zooming in on their eyes. And I ended up just throwing in the towel and hunting it in a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire instead. Just doing Dex Nav, that's it. Look, I had to make do. The wife wants to play Pokopia. I'll let her. I just got a shiny Gothita and Gothitelle in one sandwich, and both of them were marked. Nice. Do you collect marked Pokemon? Do you try to go out of your way for marked Pokemon, chat? I like it when it just randomly turns up. It's like, ooh, uncommon mark, or it's like snoozy mark, like a dozy mark. I think my wife has turned off Pokopia since it released. There's DLC coming out for it. It's like a underwater section. Yeah, apparently on shinies are Pokemon that I love. Yeah. You can set up like sandwiches that increase the chance of mark. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, people who go for the marks, yeah, they're a different breed. That's a whole other level of patience that I'm not prepared for. Also, 586, we are over odds, and in the first level of heck, what's the terminology for it? Red? I don't know what it was. Actually, I probably have it open. Ah, Despair. Yeah, we're in the first level of Despair. Oh. Alright. Let me press something in my spreadsheet. Okay. That didn't pick up. Oh yeah, I always check. Yeah, if I have one of the sandwiches going that increases the shiny chance and the mark chance, I'll check. Pretty neat. You guys do question for anyone who plays champions, do them because I haven't played it yet. I've seen other people play it, looks pretty cool, but I haven't been paying attention. Do the marks can marks appear in champions? Like can they come out as like Charizard the uncommon? I don't know. Or do they get do they get titles or something? Yeah, I think they get special titles. Do you want to know what was waiting for a game on? Was it Pokemon Champions? Did I no scope it? Yeah, they get special titles. Oh. I clicked that. Oh. No shiny. Whew. Still won't get a chance, but I've never been a battler. Just needs a dedicated week to learn it. Yeah, I think I'm in the same sort of boat. Like I'm used to, like back in the day, I was a big sort of singles battler, like doubles and VGC. That's cool, but like that's a whole other beast. That's a whole other level of like complexity that I've never really learnt myself, and I respect those to do. Also, 600 encounters. I think like learning doubles, learning the VGC metagame would be pretty fun. I might have to give it a try sometime. But I'm more of a I'm used to singles. Used to just kind of working with one Pokemon at a time. I fear that if I get got, if I try and like double up on one Pokemon and they use Protect, I might just cry. That's just gonna be too much, and I'll throw the Switch against the wall. Actually, it's coming out on mobile. I'll throw my mobile phone against the wall. We have had another chatter, Cobalt Raven, come in here and talk about champions occasionally. He's been really getting into it. Like, there was no better time than now to learn with all the restrictions and less battle items, but I just don't want to commit yet. Yeah, there's also, like, there's been, like, like giveaways and things, like mystery gift distributions through champions as well, which, that's pretty cool. Like, people getting given Pokemon that, like, are expected to be good in the metagame, which, that's great for new people learning. And they simplified the whole, like, EV-IV system. Means that a few of my Pokemon that I EV and IV trained, they're not as useful anymore, but, like, it's good that more people are able to, like, it's more accessible. That's kind of the main thing that I think is so good about it. And less items, like, a few people were bothered by the less items, but it's good for now. I think it's good for now. That's where I'm going to stand on it. Playing Dragon Ball The Breakers. Waiting for hours for matches, so might as well shiny hunt in handheld. Yeah. Yeah, I always recommend if you're shiny hunting and it's getting a bit dry, find something like a stream on twitch.tv, maybe one on twitch.tv/MythosOfJosh. Find a stream, find a TV show, find a movie, a set of movies. I'll occasionally shiny hunt while, like, my wife is watching Critical Role or something. People who are bothered by the items are the ones who mainly know what they're doing. I want all the items, but these one. Yeah, I need to learn the basics first. Yeah, because they've still got voice items. Like, choice items, I don't think... Is Life Orb? But I'm thinking of, like, the main ones. It's like, you got the Mega Stones, you got choice items, and you got Life Orb. I think that's... That covers you in, like, 80% of circumstances. Oh, leftovers? Surely there's leftovers. May not be leftovers. I kind of just want them to add more Pokemon. But I can understand why they haven't. Absolutely. We've got a lot of encounters done tonight. We're pushing through. Unfortunately, it is going to be a third over-odds legendary hunt. But it happens. I think what I like, one of the best things about Champions is that because it is free, it is getting a lot of eyes on it. Like a lot of people are able to see like popular teams, teams that do well, including like NAIC that just happened over in the US. 625. Alright, back on the ice. Anyone else doing any of those shiny hunting at the moment? I know we had Cheeky Monkey hunting in Verizon. Anyone else hunting anything? Tell us about any shiny hunting woes or triumphs. Yes, that's right. Artisanal Poltergeist. Outbreak done, just the waiting game now. Yep. What color is shiny Poltergeist? Hey, everything okay? The black grows green on the cup. Ooh, okay. Oh, neat. Oh, I wasn't looking at the screen and that didn't reset. Ooh, just started your first of 12 prints for the Gridfinity base plates. Nice. I said that one out loud for Katie's benefit. Should be easy to see. I'd imagine so. Is it where Poltergeist spawns, is it like a grassy area? I've definitely had to adjust some of my shiny hunts because of the area and like visibility. Also, this is on Facebook. Nice, yeah. Like I was hunting for the Oddish line, and I managed to get 2 Gloom. Yeah, before it switches above it, yeah. Yeah, I managed to get 2 Gloom, and then I was going for Oddish, and I was like, okay, Oddish is completely green, and it's like the same tone of green to the rest of the grass, and I don't want to have to go like jumping into every blade of grass just to see if there's an Oddish there. So I ended up I think that one I ended up just doing as hordes in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. It's good that it just floats, whereas yeah, Oddish is like on the ground. It's teeny tiny. Poltergeist is a cool one. That's a cool shiny to go for. Just had a little doggy run into the bedroom. He's going to bed. Oh, apologies to everyone. Still getting over a bit of a cough. I had a few days off last week. Oh, 6:45. We are going through it. We'll get there. Just imagine when it does happen, we're gonna be, well, it's gonna be nuts. We're gonna go off. We're gonna pop off. We'll pick up these items just in case. And you get to be here with me when it happens. Not this time. That wasn't shiny. Kaboom. Kablow. Kaboom. Just gonna give a quick heads up. Probably gonna go for another 15 or so minutes, and then we'll wrap up the stream after that. Oh. Had a lobby with a bunch of selfish team that didn't get res me. Oh, like resurrect? Ah. Who's your favorite shiny out of the 5 legends here? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to give that one to Latias. I think that like yellowish, like yellow-orange, I think that rocks with the Lati, like the Lati body, I guess, is the way to say it. The Lati design. I think that slaps with that color. Latios, very cool too. I like the minty toothpaste. Terrakion, I thought Terrakion looked a bit sort of like colored in with texture, but it's grown on me. I think that the 3D, the move to 3D, I think slightly helped its case. Verizion's cool, but I think it's probably the weakest. Cobalion's very cool. I do like the blue. But my favorite would definitely have to be Latias. I think that color just rocks. Myself Verizon on the screen, change my mind to that. Nice, yeah. I'm very keen for Latias. That's gonna be that's one I'm really looking forward to. Yeah. It'll look very nice in it. Yeah, they do. I think they did a good job, at least with like the animations and stuff. So when you bring out like the shiny Swords of Justice in regular regular Lumiose, and just have them like running along with you. Verizon runs slightly slower than the character runs, but I think it just looks really cool. Looks great. Just like in the sun or at night. I think they use the 3D quite well. Still nothing. I've seen footage of Latios in this game as well. That does look pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Latios that's gotta be probably my favorite. Yeah, alright. Another reset coming up. We're so due. One thing I have really enjoyed about the Swords of Justice is each time I go to catch one, I did it for both Terrakion and Virizion, was I set up the old battle music, like the Gen 5 legendary battle music. That just goes so hard. It's such a good theme. Easily like probably one of my top, I think it's in my top 5 like legendary battle themes. If I was to make a list, it'd be definitely in there. Nice. Have a go see that then. Yeah. Fingers crossed. At least before 700 encounters. Surely. Surely. Nope. Oh, press the button. Shouldn't have pressed that. Yep. I also really like I did enjoy battling against these back in the Gen 5 games. Not only do you get that theme, like the Gen 5 battle theme, Gen 5 legendary battle theme, it slaps. these things are also like they're killers. They learn swords dance, and they're chewing through your team with like Iron Head, is it Sacred Sword? Can't recall what else. But yeah, Virizion gets like Leaf Blade. You need to go into those battles with something that either resists their strongest moves or is immune. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose your whole party trying to catch them. Yep. Their favorite group are like the sub legends. Ooh, it's a good question. So I am a Gen 1 fan. So the birds are always gonna hold like a special place in my heart. What else is there? There's the beasts from Gen 2. They're cool. They're so cool. Gen 3 have the Reggies. I like the Reggies. I'm not super like emotionally tied to them. They're cool. Gen 4 had the what are they called? That's not it's not the creation trio. They're just the like the thoughts and feelings. Almost said thoughts and prayers trio. And Gen 5, yeah, Swords of Justice. Gen 6 had nothing. Gen 7, I guess the equivalent was Tapus. Lake Trio, that's the name of it. Yeah, yep, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to the birds. The Kanto birds. They're always gonna be that's my favorite trio. I think they're super cool. Anytime they pop up in a game, it's like, whew. Right. One more reset, I think. Or is 940? Rages are cool because you had to get them. Oh, that's one that required like that one needed the internet. Or no, you'd get like those old game guides. Those old like game like cheats and hints kind of guides. Yeah, second gen Raiku's your favorite legend. Good choice. The legendary beasts, they're so cool. Yeah, I wish they had more of those like difficult encounter ones. Like they had Zero Aura in this game, which was if you didn't know, Zero Aura is in this game. If you had looked it up, then that's how you'd know. If you didn't, then you would have no idea. The method to get that completely blew me away. Like, there's no way anyone was gonna like randomly stumble onto that. Yeah, I wish they had more of those like Pokemon hidden behind like puzzles and things like that. Or just like odd encounters that required like a bit more like complex gameplay. The Regis are a good example. The Regis are that's that's such a cool method of encountering them. In Gen 3. In Gen 3, that's what we're referring to. Mars Shadow is also really cool. Yeah, super thematic. That one took me because I looked up how to do it. And then I tried it and I was like, oh, I think I stuffed this up. It took me like 2 tries. Because I need to actually look at like a diagram of like where to stand and like how to actually do it. That's such an odd one. Appreciate it though, and I hope they do more of that in the future. Wish we could have shiny hunted Mars Shadow, but we'll take what we can get. Alright, we are coming up on 700 encounters. Just for reference, Terrakion was exactly encounter 900, and then Verazium was encounter 1520, but it was about 1520. We had to reset it 1520 times. Couldn't tell exactly the exact encounter. This is number 700. Could it be? Nope. We'll keep on going. Yeah, so as we were saying, the Reggies were really cool. Reggies are so cool in Gen 3. Gen 4, that's such a weird event. I never did this event because I wasn't like off around going to game stores at this time, I don't think. Yeah, Gen 4, you needed to like get a Regigigas from an event, and then that would unlock the Reggies in Pearl Diamond Platinum. And then once you had those, you could go get another Regigigas. What a bizarre set of like activities to do. And like the tombs that they were in were still in Pearl Diamond and Platinum. They just weren't in there unless you had the Regigigas. And the event Regigigas you would get. Got a mate hunting that Gigas. Oh yeah. Thankfully, Regigigas is one you can hunt in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But if you hunt in Pearl Diamond Platinum, that's a cool one. Is that like the level 1 Gigas that they're hunting? That's sick. That's such a unique shiny hunt. Alright, we're gonna do 2 more. We'll just do it. Actually, no, he's doing Aurus Gigas. Oh, okay. You gotta have all the Regis in your party for that one. That's cool. Oh, best of luck. Alright. That is unfortunately no shiny. Oh! Stretch it. Yeah, and then oh yeah, you nickname them. Oh, what a fascinating hunt. Yeah, so we reached 710 encounters tonight for Regigigas. I'm just gonna not Regigigas. Cobalion. Just pause music. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna wrap that up now. We've gone for about 3 hours now. This has been a really good set of encounters. It's pretty quick. It's not as slow as what I expected, and we should hopefully get it next stream. Speaking of next stream, likely going to be next Monday. So as I mentioned here, I stream every Monday and Tuesday with the occasional bonus Wednesday stream when life allows. Starting between 6:30 and 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight's stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to all the new followers. Thank you to the one sub we've received. Been a fun chat. I hope to catch you next time. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Happy to have you. Feel free to join along for future streams. What else have I got? I got socials. Feel free to follow me on whichever platform you like to use. I post VODs on YouTube that you can catch up on. Anything that's clipped, I'll usually share on Twitch, YouTube Shorts. But rest assured, any big shiny hunts like this, I will be doing on the stream. Yeah, thank you again so much. We could try raiding. How do we do that? Let's see if there's a way we can. I don't know. All the channels are fellow offline. That's okay. Alright, I will catch you guys next time. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next Monday.